One Vine Many Branches is a great initiative started two pastors before me even, and so in Aberdeen it's been a great collaborative effort, and for the whole pastorate a reminder that we're called to work together and that any boundaries we've set up between institutions need to be broken down and that we can collaborate together. I'm Father Jordan Sampson, and I'm the pastor of Blessed Sacrament Pastorate. The Blessed Sacrament Pastorate serves all the communities, Catholic communities and institutions in Aberdeen. That's Sacred Heart and St. Mary's Parishes, St. Thomas Aquinas Newman Center, St. Luke's Hospital, Roncalli School System, Sacred Heart in Westport, St. Elizabeth Ann Seton in Groton, and St. Joseph's in Turton.
My name is Kevin Teigen, and I'm a parishioner at St. Joseph's Parish in Turton, South Dakota. This church is pretty integral to our community because our community is so small. We don't have a whole lot of pieces, and so a major cog like this is foundational to us.
My name is Abby Cogley, and I'm an active member at St. Mary's in Aberdeen, South Dakota. What the church means to this community is bringing hope and witness in every single day. Aberdeen is a very Catholic community, and we can see the active parishes all around town. We also have a Catholic school that is subsidized by the Catholic parishes.
My name is Chris Euler, and I am the middle school and high school campus minister here at Roncalli, as well as teaching high school religion classes. Catholic education to this community has certainly been a gift. It's something that has been around since the very beginnings of this area when the priests came to town and the nuns came to town, and we're blessed through Roncalli to have an opportunity to form our students pre-K through 12 in their whole person, body, mind, and soul. And so this community receives not only good citizens that are going to be wonderful at their jobs and wonderful at what they do, but they also receive incredible spiritual evangelical leaders who are going to go out into the community and, God willing, bring souls to Jesus.
The church is a place to worship and a place to come together as community and a place to serve each other and our community. Hi, I'm Denise Rapp. I belong to the St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Church in Groton, South Dakota. We have many young families who are committed to their children's education and to the future of our church.
There has been some difficult trends that the church has been facing in recent years. No, I firmly believe that this is a wider cultural shift, right? We're no longer in this element of what historically has been called Christendom. Christendom, in fact, is dead, right? But we are now in this new apostolic era in which the church has to reevaluate and think through everything we do for the sole purpose of bringing people to Christ.
The goals of Set Ablaze are to use our resources well, efficiently within the structure that we're given, the new arrangement of parishes working together, and that we would work together to disrupt negative trends within our churches.
The Set Ablaze Initiative is, as I see it, a chance for us to combat some of those negative trends that we face as a church. If we can reignite and set ablaze our passion for Christ and for His church here on earth, we can get more people in the pews, we can get more seminarians pursuing vocations, and we can really reignite passion for Christ and His church.
The Set Ablaze Initiative is important to take some of the administrative workload off of our priests so that they have time to visit people, to be a part of the community, to say Mass, to do funerals. We as parishioners can do many administrative things which will lessen the priest's workload.
The Set Ablaze Initiative is the need to really set fires where there are embers burning. So, where do we see a hub of wonderful spiritual Catholic activity, and how can we breathe life into that? To be able to create missionary disciples to go out and live in our apostolic age.
A missionary disciple means to live authentically through every aspect of your life, trying to fulfill God's will in every single moment, the small moments and the large moments, by living in right relationship with those we encounter.
When we think of the word missionary, we think of going off to some far-off land, but I think missionary discipleship really just comes down to service. And you don't have to be in a special place to serve. You don't have to be a special person to serve. It's just finding ways within your own heart and within your own sphere and capabilities to make a difference for others, for the church, for the community as a whole. That's what missionary discipleship means to me, reaching out and serving others.
Every Catholic is called to be a missionary disciple, to take what they've received in their faith, in their life in Christ, and to share that with others.
I choose to volunteer because Jesus set the example. He came to serve, not be served, and I strive to do that also.
Ways that our family try to make an impact in this church through very practical ways have been through counting money. Our children serve at Mass. We make sure to attend Mass every single week, regardless if we're traveling, regardless if there's sports. We participate in the other volunteering opportunities there are, like small groups. You have the ability to be as involved as you want, and that's what's great about the Catholic community here in Aberdeen.
For me, making an impact in my parish is about being involved. And it may be in public ways like doing readings at Mass or singing in the choir, but it can also be things like trimming branches on trees, knocking cobwebs down from the rafters, or any of the little church maintenance things that need to be done. It's just about service and helping out.
You can make an impact in your church home by sharing your time, talent, treasure, by being involved and showing up, by being attentive to the needs that are being presented, and prayerfully discerning how you're called to respond.
I'm legitimately excited about the future of the church because fundamentally the message is good, the acts are good, the entire being of the church is good and wholesome, and so when you get down to what really matters, we have it where it counts. And we may have headwinds right now with declining involvement and membership and people going to vocations, but when you get down to the bare truth of is it good or is it bad, the church is a good thing and we are doing good things.
What brings me excitement to the future is watching the number of young families participate willingly and joyfully within their faith and within this community.
I have a lot of hope for the future of our church. We have many young families that are great participants, and we see many young people volunteering to serve.
I'm always hopeful about the future, that God is still at work in any situation. You know, no matter how difficult changes can be for us, that Christ is still alive and Jesus is still here. And so there's always reason to hope, no matter what we endure or go through.
One vine, many branches, to me means that there is this source of life we have to be connected to. This vine that comes forth from the soil that's been planted and been watered and been nurtured, then creates all these vines. But when cut off from that vine, right, we're going to wither and die. So within our community, we see that example as Jesus being the vine, Jesus being the source of life, of which we get our mission. Right? Jesus Christ calls all people to return to Him. And from this mission come the various entities, come the various parishes that we're a part of. That sole goal is to bring people to Jesus. But if we're not connected to the vine, we will fail. So to connect to the vine, to do the things we have to do by praying, by using our gifts, by really diving into the wonderful gift of the Eucharist and the sacraments, we're going to stay connected to the vine. In this world that is so crazy and so dark, we just can't give up. We have to stay connected.